Good morning, the students of class 6. Today, I am your social science teacher, Shobha Roy, back with a new subject of social science, that is geography. In previous class, in geography, you have already learned that what are the new moon, full moon, what is the meaning of stars, the celestial bodies, stars and pole stars. So today we will start learning from the rest of the part of that chapter, and today's subtopic is planets and the solar system. The rest of the part from the first subunit, planets, and the next subunit, obviously, solar system. So first, look at the board. Planets. What is planet? That some celestial body do not have their own light and heat, and they are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. So, some celestial body, that is celestial body, it's also round shape, and they are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planet. They don't have their own heat and light, and they lit by the light of stars. And the example is our planet Earth. Yes, our planet Earth is an example of a planet. That every morning when I look towards the east, that the sun rises from the east and sets in the afternoon before the evening on the west. So in this way, we have seen the day and night. So all these lights, from where these lights came from? Every day we have seen the sun and our environment, everything lightened up with the light of sun. So in this way, the planets lit by their stars like sun. And another celestial body, that is moon. It is a satellite of Earth, and it is a companion of Earth and moves around it. So there are 7 more planets and their moons in our solar system. In this space, there are other celestial bodies like moon. Moon is a satellite, is a companion of Earth, and it moves around the Earth, and also receives light and heat, obviously, from the sun. Sun is the core of our system. So now, what is solar system? Now I recently mentioned the word solar system. So what is the meaning of solar system? You have to know that the sun, the 8 planets, their satellites, and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids. What is asteroids and meteoroids? Meteoroids, they are actually a stone-like structures. We read about further in this chapter. So first we will discuss about the solar system. And the word solar came from the main star of our, or the star that situated in the center of the system. It is sun. So let's see what are the features of sun. Now the solar system. So in the solar system, the sun is the center of the solar system, and it is a huge star and made up with extremely hot gases like hydrogen. So all the time gases burn inside the huge star, it is named sun. And when all the gases burn, it creates enormous heat, and that's why it is very hot. In the summertime, we receive the sun rays and sunlight. It is very hot at that time, because, so can you imagine what is the temperature inside the sun? Yes, it is more than 5,000 degrees centigrade, more than 10,000 degrees centigrade. Okay, so it is the ultimate source of light and heat of the solar system. This is the main features, that it is the ultimate source of all the lights and heat to the solar system. Everything receives heat and lights from the sun, including the moon, the earth, all the other planets and asteroids and all the meteoroids, everything, asteroids and meteoroids also. So it is about 150 million kilometers away from us. That's why it looks very small. So when you look at the east, when sun sets, and when in the mid sky, it is more clearly visible in the time of sunset and in the sunrise. So then we will see that it looks like a round shaped plate. It is a burning plate, and the color is reddish, sometimes the bright orange, etc. So it is because it is 150 million kilometers almost, and in Indian measurement it is 15 crore kilometers away from the earth. So that's why it looks small, but though its heat and lightened up our planet, and also we can feel the heat, and all the plants, the animals, they receive those heat. The plants receive those lights and make their food. So this is the features of sun. Now the next one, it is planets. The next component of our solar system, it is planets. So there are 8 planets move around the sun in a fixed elongated path called orbit. So all the planets, there are 8 planets, and there is an easy way to remember all the names of the planets. So look at this sentence, that my very efficient mother just served us nuts. Means from M or my, and M for Mercury, and Mercury is the smallest and nearest planet from the sun, and it rotates around the sun in 88 days, and obviously no living being can exist on that planet because it is very hot and is nearest to the sun. Next one, very. So V for Venus. Venus is the called Earth's twin. It is almost identical than the size, and it is in the size with Earth. So that's why it is called the twin of Earth. The size is almost similar with Earth. That's why it's called the twin Earth. Next one, efficient, obviously E for our planet Earth. Next one, mother, and M for Mars. Mars is the next planet after Earth. It is the 4th planet in the sequence from the distance from the sun. Next one, just for Jupiter. Yes, the largest planet on our solar system is Jupiter. And between Mars and Jupiter, there is an asteroid belt. Okay, those asteroid belts rotates. They also moves around the sun. It is situated between Mars and Jupiter. Next one, third S for, yes, Saturn. The only the planet with some rings, it is Saturn. Next one, Uranus. Yes, it is U for Uranus. It is also it is a planet after the Saturn. And last one, it is Nuts. It is coldest place. It is very cold there, and got dashed in that planet. And the name of the planet, N for Neptune. Yes, and that is the coldest planet. And another thing is there. In 2003, the World Meteorological Association, they decided that Pluto, another celestial object that is situated at the last of Neptune, after the Neptune in the solar system, they declared it as a dwarf planet. It is not a planet, it is a dwarf planet. But recently, in 2006, after 3 years, they changed their decision and made again Pluto a planet. So if we take Pluto here, so Pluto included in with the 8 planets, then the total number of planets will be 9. And if we just remember this sequence, then we have to add something else to remember the sequence. So that is, my very efficient mother just served us nuts in a pot. Now we will discuss about our planet Earth. That our planet Earth, it is the 3rd nearest planet to the Sun and 5th largest in the solar system. So it's slightly flattened from the poles, and that's why it's called a geode. What is geode? Look at the picture carefully. The geode means the 2 poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. They are slightly flattened from both the sides. So this is called geode shape. So this is the features. And another important thing, that it is neither too hot nor too cold. So that's why it has air and water. It is also has air and water. And the most important thing to live that we receive from the air, that is oxygen. Yes, and oxygen exists in the air, and also the very important component of our life, water, it is also exists in the earth. So all the other rest of the planets, from the rest of the planets, it is different. That's why life exists only in our planet Earth, in our solar system. Till now, we know that only in our Earth life exists, and conditions favorable to support life. So these are all conditions that the weather, the air, water, existence of air and water, all these things is the essential for the support of life. So from outer space, it appears blue because its 2/3 surface is covered with water. So its 2/3 surface covered with water. So from the outer space, from the moon, the astronauts, they informed us, they have taken some pictures, and on those pictures it appears blue. So that's why it's called a blue planet. The Earth is called a blue planet. So that's all from today's lesson. Next class we will discuss about another celestial body, Moon. So I hope you have enjoyed the class and understood everything. So read these chapters carefully. I hope we will learn quickly those important topics. See you in the next class. Till then, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.